Today's video is another video part of a series that we're doing on requirements for various different degree courses. Today I'm going to talk to you about the requirements for nursing. Now, it would be a healthcare course. It's important to remember that it is not just subject and grade requirements that are important. There's a lot of other things to bear in mind, like work experience and your personal attributes as a person. But firstly, let's just start with the grades and the subjects. Now, GCSE wise, English and maths are an absolute must. You'll definitely need at least a C in them. Some universities might like a B in maths, some cases. But if you get your C's in those two, you should have quite a lot of options open to you. But also you should really consider getting a C in GCSE science, whether that's core science, whether it's a C in biology perhaps. That will then open up even more options to you. Now, for level 3 courses, one thing to bear in mind is that nursing is something that people go into straight away from A-levels, BTECs, college, whatever. But people can always also join up into nursing as mature students. So that does mean there's a bit more perhaps of a range than other subjects of qualifications they'll accept. So the first thing, one that more people might have you thinking about is A-levels. Now, each university is going to want different grades, but you're looking at A's to C's in 3 A-levels. Now, BTECs, again, you probably want distinction and merits, and if you're a mature student doing an access course, you're going to want mostly distinctions, and you could get some merits and passes, going to vary from each uni. Now, subjects-wise, if you do A-levels, useful ones, some universities might specifically want you to have a science. Now, so biology, very relevant, good subject to have. If you don't do biology or you want to think about other relevant subjects, you've also got sociology, psychology. Some universities would accept a health and social care A-level, and then some cases PE could also be quite relevant. Then sort of from looking at BTECs, you've got your BTEC in health and social care, BTEC in health sciences. Some places will take sports science as well. And access courses, again, similar idea. You want to have an access course in health science, biological science, that sort of thing. So generally you're aiming to show that you've got a knowledge of biology, or you've got a knowledge of some of the things that you'll be studying in a nursing degree, really. Yes, of course, grades subjects are very important to get into nursing like any other degree course. However, you've then got to bear in mind there's another side of it that you've got to think about as well, which is your work experience. Now, generally you want to get as much relevant work experience as you can. As I say, you could be trying to get into this at 18, you could be trying to get into this at 40, and your life experiences could be very different depending on you as a person. Not just saying that age is going to be the difference, but so things you could look at, the most relevant things would be, can you get a job as a healthcare assistant in a hospital? Can you do some volunteering in a hospital? Places like nursing homes, youth groups, anything where you're working with people, really. If you can't get something like that, then look at volunteering. What I did is, because some hospitals and some nursing homes will want you to get a DBS check done for your volunteering, and getting a DBS check below 18 is possible, but it's a bit trickier. But some places might insist on you being 18 then anyway. So if you're applying in your last year of a college course or A-levels, and you're not a mature student, that can bring a bit of barriers to getting experience in a care home or a hospital. So for me, what I did first time around is I was volunteering at a charity shop at the time, and I was able to get a week's work experience when I was 17 in a hospital. Just look at those other ways. So I started volunteering at a charity shop when I was 15. You can talk about their personal statement, you get people skills, you talk to different people from different backgrounds, getting communication skills. That's what they want to see, really. They want to know that, one, you know what you're getting yourself into as a job as a nurse. So if you can get as much relevant healthcare experience as possible, brilliant. If not, you've got to show this all in your personal statement as well. So you've got to talk about your experiences and why they'll be helpful and relevant. And secondly, if you can't get that healthcare experience, get something working with people. If it's not volunteering, places like charity shops, groups of children, things like that, even a part-time job, working in a supermarket, if you can prove you've got some communication skills and it's giving you something to build on, it's better than you cannot apply to a nursing course with no work experience. Unfortunately, that would probably lead you to 5 straight rejections. And then the third and sort of final thing to bear in mind, I say the third thing to bear in mind with requirements for a nursing course is your personality and sort of requirements they'll have and what they'll be looking at. So they'll be looking at you being, of course, a caring person, showing that you're very compassionate, also showing that you're very hardworking and you've got good time management skills, because doing a nursing degree, it's 50% practical, 50% theory, so you've got to show you're going to be good with both, and you've got to show that you might be doing assignments whilst you're on a placement, so you've got to show that you know you've got sort of the personality and you've got that sort of hardworking attitude to be able to do both of those things. And you've got to be very emotionally intelligent, and it is a very difficult course. So you do basically, in your personal statement, you're showing you know what the job is and you know what you're getting yourself into as much as possible, really. The other sort of requirements to bear in mind are, like I said, with volunteering. For placements for a nursing course, you will need to do a DBS check as part of your course, and the other thing is you'll have to do what's called an occupational health check. Now, just because you have a health condition does not mean they're going to point blank say you cannot do a nursing degree. That's not the case at all. It's more the case of they're looking at, can you do it safely with whatever condition you have? So that might mean things like they might have to look at reasonable adjustments and risk assessments and things. So if you're a bit concerned about applying with a health condition or disability, if you're able to talk to people at open days and things like that and look at, can they actually put things in place I would need to do this job, but they will work with you. They would only really say no if you do the course because of health reason, if they couldn't make any adjustments at all and it was dangerous. So don't worry too much about that. Also, as part of that, you will need to have sort of up-to-date vaccinations. So if you haven't had them, either when you just start or a bit before you start, you might need to get your MMR jab done, for example, or you need to get a Hep B jab and things like that. But it shouldn't be a main worry, but it's something to bear in mind. So that's the end of today's video. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments below. As I said, I did go through the application process for it twice, so I'll do my best to help you with any questions you have and also share any thoughts that you have on applying to nursing as a degree. Thank you.